Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
For the longest time, the four nations have lived together in harmony. Under the wise leadership of Avatar Roku, the world has experienced an era of peace and prosperity unlike any other. But with the recent death of Avatar Roku after his volcanic island erupted, members of all four nations feel the winds and tides of change. With the search for the new Avatar only just beginning, the world seems poised on the brink of conflict. But without the Avatar, who will save the world?
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play Mako, a firebender from the Fire Nation.
Hi, I'm Archie. I play Aquila, a bloodbender from the Northern Water Tribe.
G'day, I'm Brandon. I play Rung-Bolo, an earthbender from the Earth Nation.
Hi, my name is Bree and I play Shurva, a weapon specialist from the Fire Nation.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I play Al, an airbender from the Northern Air Temple.
And I'm Owen, the dungeon master of this ragtag group of members of all four nations. Hello!
Hello there.
Hello, everybody. Hello there, indeed. Welcome back, everybody, to Avatar Legends, and it is wonderful to see all of your gorgeous faces joining us for what is likely to be our penultimate episode of this campaign of Book 1. Originally, the plan was that we would do 20 sessions of this and have a bit of fun with it and see how we went. I believe tonight is episode 61 or 62, so yeah, look, I'd say we had a bit of fun with it. I think that'd be fair to say.
Look, it would have been 20 sessions if someone didn't derail the whole campaign.
Oh, damn it, Bree.
Yeah, episode 61 tonight. Yeah, fucking
Yeah, Bree, it's your fault for letting him.
You know what? I think Avatar Legends, I think it's pretty good. You know what? I can give it a thumbs
It's all right.
up
We can
now.
get behind it.
Episodes. Yeah.
And I do want to assure everybody that even though Book 1 will be coming to a close, it is not the end of our Avatar Legends sessions. We will be doing a Book 2. For those of you who want to stick around, I can see Archie's not as keen, so that's fine, mate. Your choice. We will be doing a book 2. It will not be set sequentially after Book 1. We're going to do a motherfucking prequel. We are going to go back and do an earlier time period.
So I can fuck with this timeline?
No, we're not going. No, we're not. I am.
time.
The plan is to not have every campaign be about time travel. If you could avoid making the next one about time travel, that would be fantastic.
Impossible.
Is book 2?
I guess it's book 0.5, but it will be book 2. But it's going to be like the Star Wars prequels where they're like.
So even better than the original.
Oh no, I don't want to make that promise.
One of us could be Jar Jar.
It will be set
I'll
in
be
an
Jar
earlier
Jar.
time period. I think most people have an idea about when that would be. There has been a lot of excitement for a very specific time period, a specific era, to set our second campaign in, and I won't spoil it now because I will do a proper little announcement video, and we're going to do a session 0 for that as well when we get started. But that won't be starting this year. Once we wrap up this campaign, that will be it for the year, except for a special Christmas Avatar themed one shot that we're going to do, which will be with the same characters. We're going to do a little bit of a time skip with any of the characters who survive the end of this campaign. We're going to do a little bit of a time skip and see how they're faring 6 months on. Because the campaign sort of takes place during essentially the summer of the Avatar world, we're going to jump ahead to winter and do a Christmas theme in winter. Very unusual for us Australians. We're used to our Christmas being in summer, but I feel like given most of our audience is international, let's try and match it to what they're used to when they think of Christmas. So we will have a Christmas special. I'm not sure exactly which day that is going to be on yet, but it will still be a Tuesday. Likely it will be the 5th or the 12th. I will keep you guys posted as we go on.
It'd be nice for us to imagine what a snowy Christmas would be like. We'll never get to have one, but we can
We can
imagine
picture one. We can live within the theatre of the mind and enjoy one.
Turn the aircon on really, really cold so that we can rug up.
Who's this fancy person who can avoid aircon? Oh my god.
Put your pavlova in the freezer. It's just like Christmas.
Sprinkle coconut off your Tim Tams above your head as snow. Or coconut
Like
shavings.
our version of a white Christmas is just a bunch of lollies inside of white chocolate, and it melts immediately.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm so sticky from the desiccated coconut.
So lots of exciting things coming with that, and I will keep you all posted. So 12th, please. Me and Andrew are in Brisbane on the 5th. Okay, we'll do it on the 12th then. Is that Archie and Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I can't do the 12th.
Why can't you do the 12th?
Because I'm away on a family thing.
Okay, we will.
Seems like Mako's gonna die.
Seems like Mako's gonna die.
That might actually happen, so you might be
We will keep you posted about when the Christmas special is going to be. We'll keep you all in the loop. Now, that is the main fun thing I have to share. Oh, the only other fun thing I have to share. Next year, for those of you who are in Brisbane, Sydney, or Melbourne, stay tuned for some exciting news in the, let's say, like the first half to the second half of next year, like right in the very middle of the year. We might be doing some Avatar Legends live on stage at a certain convention. I will keep you guys updated on the progress of that, but it's looking like it's pretty good to go. It will be everyone who can come, all of the lovely players here. Ideally, I want to try and have it in a location where we can all go, which probably means we're looking more Melbourne, because that's where everyone seems to fucking be nowadays, except for Brandon and I.
Hey, and me.
And you, that's true too, and Bree as well.
I'm near Sydney.
That's true, you are near Sydney. So
Everyone should come to Sydney, it's a halfway point.
What about all three?
I'd be down to go to Sydney.
Okay, maybe we'll keep you posted about that too. But I just wanted to let you know that there's some very exciting things coming up, including Supernova in Brisbane has just been and gone, and next year Supernova we're planning to be on stage with some D&D stuff. So really, really cool, exciting things coming. The only other fun announcement I have to make is that YouTube actually gave us early access to some of the partner program features. I got an email out of the blue. We've been given access to the channel memberships and the super likes and reaction things for when we do live streams. We're not doing live streams on YouTube yet, even though we can now multi-stream. I'll keep you posted on what we're thinking with that. I would be tempted to do a live stream straight onto YouTube as well as Twitch. I won't take us off Twitch. We'll stay on Twitch no matter what happens. In terms of the channel membership, I haven't implemented it yet. A, because I think there needs to be a really good reward to warrant it. It'd only be a single membership for a start. Is Andrew selling himself as the reward? I'm pleased to announce that Andrew physically is the reward, apparently. No,
lifetime access to his OnlyFans.
So we will be coming up with a reward structure. I am not going to be gatekeeping any of the campaigns behind a paywall. I don't believe in that. That is, I think, wrong. So all of the campaigns will still be going up on YouTube and on Twitch, same as they have been. There's no changes there. It'll be extra content. I chucked a question in the Discord early this week asking for some people to give feedback and suggestions on what they think would be a good idea for the memberships. If you have an idea of something you'd really like to see, or something you think would be worth it for like a $3, $4 membership to the channel, let me know what that is. I'd love to get your suggestions on this, and I think it should be a community exercise with people coming up with ideas. So far, what I'm thinking is some behind-the-scenes stuff, some live drawings. So all of the artwork that I do, I thought maybe some recorded drawings, and then maybe do like a breakdown of different character interviews and things like that as one of the extra things as well, and then have some background lore, especially for the Return of the Giants. I think we can do some really cool stuff with some background lore there for that. But let me know what you think would be cool, and maybe we do some special little one shots and things like that we chuck behind there, and they stay behind the membership wall for like a month, and then they're free for everyone to check out. I'll have a think about it. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. I'm not sure yet we are going to implement it. I just need to make sure it's worth it. So if there's things you can think of that you think would be a great idea, tell me. Chuck it in the comments. I'd love to know. Or if you're on the Discord, just chuck it in the Discord or message me. I'd really love to get your feedback on this. That's all the... Oh, I guess running on from that, we're like 20 people off 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're one of those 20 people who hasn't yet subscribed, just hit the button, man. Just hit that button.
Or just find like a family member that just hasn't subscribed as well.
Yeah,
just get them to subscribe.
That'd be easy. Yeah, wow, Andrew's color palette has substantially changed. What do you...
Yeah, it's gone black.
He looks like an old Blink 182 album.
He does look like...
Holy shit!
That's the
let's go.
most astute observation we've ever had on this show.
Thank you.
Where was I? Yeah, if you're one of the people who hasn't yet hit subscribe, hit that button, man. Or lady, become a bloody legend. It would be a massive help to us, and we would really appreciate it. And it means we can keep bringing you the same quality content we have been bringing you for the past 3 years. Alrighty.
In general?
Content? It's content. It's content. That's not the word I'm stuck on. Alright. Let me do a recap and let us jump straight back into the session, because obviously we had a bit of a cliffhanger for the last session, and I think we should jump straight back into it. Our story has been following Shurva and Mako of the Fire Nation, Rung of the Earth Kingdom, Aquila of the Water Tribe, and Aal of the Air Nomads. With the recent death of Avatar Roku following the eruption of his volcanic island home, omens of war and conflict seem numerous. The team have finally succeeded in their goal of appeasing the 4 elemental spirits after a careless wish made of the whale spirit of the Siwong Desert. The spirit of water, the spirit of fire, the spirit of air, and the spirit of earth, having all been now appeased, the team can finally relax, can sit back. The damage done by the wish has been undone. There are no more problems. Or so they thought. As the dragon spirit was finally beaten into submission, and Rung finally was gifted with one of the spirit powers, the spirit power of lava bending, the skies suddenly began to open up, the clouds parting, sunlight shining down upon the ocean as the whale spirit rose from the depths of the sea. The sort of final afterimage of the dragon spirit fading back into the spirit wilds, allowing the whale spirit to emerge once more. Right as it began to transition into the spirit wilds, however, shadows began to grow across the sky and the land, tendrils of darkness reaching out from above. Yaavu, the dark spirit that had helped Aquila achieve his dreams of bloodbending and had attempted to escape while the team were in the Northern Water Tribe, finally revealed his master plan, emerging from an enormous portal and swallowing the whale spirit into his darkness. With the whale spirit now gone, time seemed to freeze around the party, everything drawing to a stop, leaving them the only people currently moving. As tears in the air began to open, allowing spirits to step through into this world, almost, I should say, being dragged through into the material plane, the party realized that they would need to defeat Yaavu as the final step in undoing the damage that they had done. We left off last session as the party briefly found themselves separated, learning that to travel across the world, all they need do now is think of a location, picture it in their mind, and they will find themselves there. Rung. You look down below you, the Eastern Air Temple, a vast canyon opening up in the earth and the mountainous regions to the north of the Fire Nation, now half hidden by the grasping tendrils of shadow. We left off last session as Yaavu spoke to you, threatening you, laughing at your inadequacies.
Dude.
The rest of the group had briefly separated, Mako and Shurva now reconvening at the edge of the ziggurat in the Sun Warrior Kingdom, while Aal and Aquila go to check on Mango, finding Mango, their sky bison, also frozen in time. I pass back over to Rung first. Rung, as you stand upon the precipice, the world frozen around you. This sort of almost like a grayscale effect, the colours seeming less vibrant, almost bled out. You suddenly see movement down among the monks of the Eastern Air Temple. And as you squint and peer closer, a figure seems to be moving through the crowds of monks, all of whom are frozen in time, frozen, unable to move. Yet there is someone down there moving. What would you like to do?
I use my eyeballs, my best of my ability, see if I recognize this person moving. I don't know if I've seen them before or anything.
Do you want to make me an assess a situation check?
Definitely try. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm still angry. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. From a distance,
10, but
absolute success.
Should be an 8.
8. Still a success, but with consequences. As you peer down, trying to get a closer look, this figure seems to be dressed in almost what looks like leather armor, dyed with the reds and blacks of the Fire Nation military, but not a traditional military cut. In fact, you can see areas where the armor has been burned and broken. Moving through the crowd, this tall, imposing man steps through, and as he steps out onto the balcony and looks up towards you, you can see, even from this distance, his head has actually been shaved back so that he has the traditional Fire Nation ponytail, and in the center of his forehead is what looks like a tattoo of a third eye. Dark red swirling pattern. Around it, rather than these angular designs that viewers of the show Avatar The Last Airbender will be familiar with, rather than these geometric designs around the outside, the pattern around the outside of this third eye is a swirl of dark tentacles, the symbol of Yaavu that you have seen before now.
Oh.
As you watch Rung, you see this figure pause, look up towards you, take a big breath in, holding their hands at the ready, as if like getting ready to meditate. And then as they suddenly hold their arms back and gaze intently towards you, you see this sudden beam of energy fly directly at you. As it strikes into the edge of the cliff at your feet, sending you tumbling back, I need you to mark a fatigue. As an explosion emerges from the point this beam of energy strikes. In the moment the explosion hits, you can see the air displaced around this beam. Almost what looks like diffraction of air, creating these kind of like circular, I would almost say like little circular warp or heat waves in the air. These like white warp points from the sheer speed and heat of this attack as the combustion bender makes a strike towards you. As you are thrown tumbling down the hill, where would your mind go wrong? What would you be thinking?
Mine would be thinking, holy crap, I'm so tired right now. Like after that fight before, who the hell is this guy? And I need to get back to my friends. His like thoughts and consequence.
As you begin thinking about your friends, thinking you need to get back to your friends, you feel this lurching motion. Who would you be picturing? Because you picture the group of them and you feel this like tearing as if you're being torn between the two. Almost like two groups are torn in two different directions. Who would your mind go to in that sudden moment of pain and panic?
Detective Al, straight away.
Perfect. Al and Aquila, as you stand before the frozen body of Mango, you hear this sudden tearing sound behind you, and as you look, you watch as Rung, still partly smoking, you can see the upper sections of his vest burned away, comes tumbling as he rolls down and smashes into the ground right in front of you.
Is he still smoking?
Very, very gently, yeah.
I'll try to put him out with some water.
Yeah, very easy to do as you quickly pull out the water skin, and I mean the skin underneath is raw, but like whatever this effect was, Rung, this wasn't a direct hit. If this was a direct hit, this would have been much worse.
As he like splashed me with water, I'm just like whatever's on me, just like rubbing my face with, just trying to like, hey guys. I'm trying to get my feeling of bearing around, be like, are we on Mango, or are we just like in around where we were before?
Standing in front of Mango, exactly where you were before. Mango's off closer to the beach, the edge of the cliff face where the beach was. You sort of dropped Mango off as you then ran forwards. So Mango's just at the edge of this little cliff face area, but frozen in time, almost like looking like she's heading towards you to try and meet with the rest of you where you were standing when you were facing off against the dragon.
Where have you been?
Well, funny story. I remember you said something about like the Eastern Air Temple, and there was like a place that it could be at or something, and I don't know how it happened, but I thought really hard about the Eastern Air Temple. I don't know anything about the Eastern Air Temple. Just like the Air Temple, but
I think you mean Western Air Temple.
Was it Western Air Temple?
Oh, did I say Eastern before?
Yeah, I thought it was Western.
Sorry,
but yeah, Eastern.
Western Air Temple. That is an Owen goof. You never heard that. It's always been Western Air Temple. I always said that. It is now. This is how it is. I've got the bark of approval.
Yes. Also,
how'd you get back here?
Big. Well, I thought about. Well, there was like I seen Yaavu, and like Yaavu was like a big tentacly monster boy, and I think he's eaten up like most of the Western Air Temple. And then I seen this dude. He was running freely. There was a bunch of like all you like airbenders, all frozen midair. But this one dude, firebender dude, little squiggly dude on his forehead, kind of looked like a Yaavu symbol. Blasts me with like a big, I don't know, explosion from his third eye in his forehead or something. Thought about you guys, and I was like, I need Detective Al here. It's like, and then I'm here. So I think like you don't have to know where you need to go, but if you believe hard enough, I think it works.
I'm sure he thought about you too, Aquila.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, you passed my mind a little bit.
That's right.
Burning part helped.
Oh wow! So we were just playing with it just a second ago as well, like teleporting like a meter or so. But you're saying you could at the Air Temple.
It was an Air Temple I haven't seen yet, and I thought about the Western Air Temple, and then I rocked up at an Air Temple. Maybe it wasn't the Air Temple, but it wasn't one I've seen before. It was all like hanging buildings and all sorts of stuff, and lots of vines and things. So if you know much about it,
Yaavu is. Yaavu saw you.
Yeah, it kind of there's like this big. I'm not going to use. I'm going to use, but it's like a big like tentacle like eldritch horror on the lower part of like where I was, like this big maw of an eyeball and tentacles staring up at me. Super foreboding words. Yeah, so he definitely seen me. Yeah, he definitely seen me.
Bree.
Even called me out a little bit.
Bree, I see your hand up.
Would Rung thinking so hard about remembering what he saw just?
Yep. I was gonna get Brandon to roll that in a second. He was doing such a good, vivid description. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like really thinking hard about where he was and like remembering it.
Even just describing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was at the.
Brendan, could you please roll me push your luck?
I certainly can.
You do not want to roll low on this.
1, 1, 1.
2 1s, 2 1s.
Come on, 2 1s, 2 1s.
That's a 13. Do I have anything less to push your luck?
No, that's fine.
No, I do not. That's a 13.
That's a full success. I mean,
Where are these rolls coming from?
as you describe this, you don't picture it in your mind. You very carefully rung. I'd say probably like years of experience of compartmentalizing your thoughts. I mean, in the coal mines, mate, you don't want to be picturing a lovely, happy day, right? It's just going to make you sad about mining. You just got to focus on the mining. You just focus on what you're doing. You don't think about everything that's nice and lovely outside.
Job it in, mate. Job it in.
Exactly.
I would just say his intelligence score is too low.
I mean, that's one way to put it. We don't have to resort to bullying, though, do we?
Another word for passion. It's like you can be dumb, but you're really passionate about things.
Yeah, I don't think we have to resort to bullying for this description, but sure. I mean, look, whatever. Yeah, wrong. You're too stupid, mate, to picture it.
I can't have pictures.
I can't think of my brain. My brain doesn't work in pictures. I still only got black and white TV. I have my brain resolutes things in 8x8 pixels. That's how many neurons I have spare. Yeah. No, you can't sing too much of that. Nintendo will get us. I will also add, like, for Shurva and Mako, the two of you, where we left you was at the bottom of the ziggurat. That was probably before, or just before, Rung disappeared off into the Western Air Temple. What would you two be doing while this is going on? I mean, you have no idea where your friends are, just that you've suddenly arrived at the bottom of the ziggurat.
Well, we were talking about how we got there
right.
at the end of last episode, and then I was talking about how Rung disappeared and we don't know where he went, and we should probably go find him. And then Mako was going to do something. There was like something right at the end of last session.
Yeah, I had a dumb plan, and I don't like it
Let me
anymore.
check my Discord message.
Yeah, I had a couple of dumb plans.
Oh, that's right. I actually, I
do it.
do remember this plan because we
I
were-
believe at 9:47 p.m. he sent me a message saying training montage at the library ?
That's right. That's right.
Because time is frozen.
Time doesn't exist now, baby. Let's go.
But the thing
Okay.
that I wanted to try at the end of last session is
Yeah.
I
because
also had
we were
another
talking
thing
about
for
Rung.
That's right.
Yeah,
You gotta try and
let's
picture
try
Rung.
someone wrong to us as well.
Yeah, I wanted to see if either we could touch each other and move the other person without them having to think about it as well. Like if you could bring them
Like
with
if
you.
I could move Shurva from there to here.
Yeah, I mean, we can easily try that. Mako, as you put your hand on Shurva's shoulder and focus, nothing happens. As you focus on picturing somewhere, you appear there instead.
Like even if I imagine.
Even if you
Not-
imagine Shurva doing it, the act of picturing that
Yeah,
location moves you. You can't
I-
move another person.
Okay, fair. That stopped that thing. I was
It's
trying
it's
to
your
summon wrong
intent
here.
that moves you.
God damn it, camera.
That answers those questions.
God.
I would say then, as you both sort of like go, oh, well, we probably need to find Rung and focus on Rung. Rung, as you're describing Yaavu, Shurva and Mako, you just appear. That was a very disgusting soup. I meant to go.
I liked both those noises.
It's just a bit of.
You
just a
both
bit of
squelch into
welcome,
existence.
welcome to the Lost ASM archives. Please sit back and
another-
enjoy.
It's frozen on a great frame again.
Teleportation in Avatar is very moist.
It's maybe that's what we do for the members only. They get some Avatar Legends, some ASMR Legends.
You're gonna get one of those like ear things that go in your microphone.
Oh,
you
no.
No.
No, makes me uncomfortable just imagining. As Shurva and Mako, as you appear right next to Rung, you're in the process of going through your story. You do not vanish and teleport on top of Yaavu.
Yay!
But it does mean that Shurva and Mako, you are there for Rung's description.
It's
Interesting.
a
Rung.
very
Interesting,
good
Rung.
description.
Yes.
Very,
yes.
You guys have vivid.
We
idea for
don't
what
imagine
this
it. No, we don't do that.
No, but you know exactly what it is because my description is so good and detailed.
Yeah, but Aquila
like you've always
doesn't
been there.
picture. Aquila doesn't imagine in pictures. He
It's
just
words?
sees like the words. So
Yeah.
He can't go there.
I've got some bad news for you. That's not how the human brain works. So nice try.
But I don't picture in pictures.
You might not think you do, but your brain still visualizes things. Unless you have a very specific type of brain injury that's taken out your visuospatial
I've heard him a
locus.
couple times.
I'm
But
pretty old.
Is it kind of like how some people don't have an internal monologue? Is it like
What
that?
is that about?
Well, people just like I don't know if that's a specific thing that is coded for, but visuospatial memory, visuospatial imagining is 100% a specific part of the brain that does that. But internal monologue, I don't know if there's a specific lobe that does that. I think that's just your frontal lobe providing a meta commentary. That'd be a taught thing. That'd be a learned thing, I reckon.
Which
And I
might
think
have
it's
been
just
quiet.
crazy people that don't have that.
Yeah,
An inner monologue.
some
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
don't, and they think it's weird
Darren
that people
doesn't.
have inner monologues.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
have you seen Darren?
Do you want to know a funny story? Actually, one of the players from Tyranny of Dragons, Claire, she said that probably about I think it was 8 months into the D&D campaign, she started to have her dreams narrated by me, which was hilarious. So if you've also had that
in a
occur,
monologue.
I'm in your head.
yeah, the idea that like I love that there's
live
some people out
rent-free.
there who might have been listening to this and they've gotten so used to me describing scenes that now like when they have a dream, there's a little voice that goes, as you peer across the open vista, you see the clouds fall away below you. I look, if you are also experiencing moments where you hear my voice narrating your life, please share, because I find that hilarious and I really want to know.
I'll be honest. I think when I think back to these episodes, back to things happen, I think it is your voice in my head. Like, I think back to like certain things, like what happened then? I'm like, oh yeah, and that voice, like, wait.
If this is you, first off, touch some grass and then come back and keep listening. Don't stop.
I'm allergic.
Touch it.
Shurva and Mako, despite Rung's vivid descriptions, you do not find yourselves being teleported to Yaavu.
Okay, good.
Should I mean, like, what should we do? Should we get some backup? I mean,
I feel
nobody
like
can even back us up, right? Like,
I feel like
Everyone's
a
frozen.
nap is very important right now.
I don't think
Yes.
there's anyone to help.
but Yaavu only just left here, and he's already eaten half the Western Air Temple going to
Yeah,
run.
look, eat them.
But like the world's frozen, right? For some reason, we're the only people that can move.
Yeah, like also that's also
'cause
where the
we were
guiding
touched
wind
by
was.
spirits.
So
Yeah, but it's also in the Fire Nation, you know, your
I mean,
homeland.
it's further away. It's further away, and like
As long
a
as-
little bit won't hurt. Like you saw
long
what
as
they're
we have-
doing, right?
We have a quick nap. And if we don't save all the Fire Nation, that's okay. As long
If
as
we save it
the
like
other half.
80%, I'm okay.
See, you got it from a Fire Nation person. He's okay with letting most of it.
That's legal then,
Go.
right? That's legally binding.
Look, then they'll be
Yes,
focused
yeah.
on rebuilding and not attacking everyone else.
Should we like maybe go to the spirit world?
I
Maybe
think
we,
there's
like,
a
if we
place we
could
could
teleport
go.
to like
I
what's that?
have a place in mind,
where's that?
the library that we got kicked out of.
Oh, we could just teleport there, right? In theory.
Yeah.
What would you like to see in the library?
Well, I'd like to see obviously some sealing techniques to see if we can, because he wasn't here before.
Mr.
So
Library.
how'd they do it last time?
He is not Miss Library. What do we call him again? He who knows 1,000 things?
Yes, that's
Wanchiton.
the owl guy. Yep.
Yeah.
Did I actually
Wishi
say
Tong?
that right?
Yeah, Wan Shi Tong. That is 100% correct.
Wanji Tong.
You're a nerd.
He who knows 10,000 things.
And
Oh, it's
only
10,000.
10,000 things.
Only
Like, as soon as
10,000
it was
things.
10,001, something else goes.
That's it.
I'll be down to see Wanji Tong. It's been a long time
Remember,
since we caught up.
he is
them.
mad at us.
Last timeline.
Well,
Well,
alright.
not
We
this
can
one.
just teleport
No,
away
no,
and come
no.
back.
Spirits don't get affected by our timeline. They remember.
I'm sure if we say
True.
Yaavu got released, would
Yeah,
be
that's
cool
what
again.
that's what I'm betting on. That's what I'm betting on right now. The fact that Yaavu got released and we might be able to get him his help. Yes.
I'm
Good
dad.
call.
Oh, that wasn't a yes for us. Yes, go.
I don't want to respond to that, but I know you've got a question. Archie, you look like you're keen. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, Archie has a question, Owen.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
what's up, buddy?
Father.
No,
I
no.
never went to the library. Correct. That was before me.
That is correct. That was well before
okay.
you.
Okay, cool. So I've never been there before. So
Now,
That's right.
you
If
still have
we go
to
there-
go
If we
first,
all
and then I'll
hold-
think of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, either that or and I grab Shurva and I try to teleport with her.
I hope it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It does not work. And where do you think of? Like, you just like 10
Just like-
meters in front of you.
Like 2 meters in front of me. Yeah, just trying to
Yeah, you
see if
put,
I
your,
can
put your arm on Shurva's shoulder, concentrate, and then appear 10 meters in front of you.
Yeah, no,
Without
this
Shurva.
is a test, Aquila. Okay, I'll turn around for a second.
Me?
Yeah, you turn around. Turn away. Turn around.
Yeah, I do a
facing
full
away from me.
360.
No. 180.
Hey,
You
Hey,
face
hey,
away
you're
from
looking good.
me right now.
You're looking good. You're looking good.
Are you facing away from me right now?
Yes, Dad. Oh wait, you're
Good,
not Dad.
good child. No. This is our new dynamic. Good, my child. Now stay facing that direction, and I'm gonna like look over behind me and like see a rock, and then like picture being behind that rock. Hopefully, go behind that rock.
There's a cliff. We just
Yes.
fall.
You do indeed appear behind the rock.
Okay, now I'm just gonna shout out, "Oh, Archie, I'm sorry, Aquila, think of me."
Who's Archie? Woof.
Aquila.
Alright, I think of Rung.
I'm
As
gonna
you think
hold
of
my
Rung,
foot out in case he
you
teleports
appear-
and then
you appear
knocks
next to
him
him.
over.
Okay. Alright, so this is cool.
My foot was out when he teleported next to me. Does a trip over?
You trip over it, yeah, Aquila. You trip over it immediately. Yeah.
I take 5 fatigue and I die.
You watch as Aquila goes to teleport, Rung trips him and he teleports head into the rock. So there's just the top half of his skull is just trapped into the rock as his head slowly slides down the outside of the rock, his brain just dropping onto the ground.
Oh,
No. I put my
see you
hand
guys.
out and pick you up. I'm just like, sorry, I thought they might
we
lighten
don't
the
have
mood.
the killer's not there for the Christmas special anymore. Damn.
No, Aquila, you trip up a little bit, but otherwise you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can do this.
Okay.
Be good. As soon as we
Like,
disappear,
we go back. I think of
trust.
Mako.
Okay.
So
I didn't want to walk all the way back.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, why do we want to walk now anyway? Like we have
I
these
don't need to walk
hours.
anywhere. This is gonna be like the best fight scene ever. I'm just teleporting everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just teleporting like.
never know.
While they do this, I'll like to think of Monkey Atsu.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
As you picture Monk Gyatso,
Oh, no.
Al,
gonna-
you disappear. You
At
find
least he can fly.
yourself appearing in the northern air temple. You see before you Monk Gyatso standing over what looks like a cradle, a small baby wrapped in orange and yellow robes in this little bassinet, essentially. As Monk Gyatso stares in, smiling, looking at the young child, the baby. There's two other air nomads in the room with him, two female airbenders, one of whom is holding out a little toy above and jingling this essentially what looks like a little bell, and the other one looks like she's essentially got like a bottle of milk that she's bringing over to the baby. But
Is
all
the
frozen in
baby
time.
moving?
All frozen in time.
The baby, does it have a sign next to it saying the Avatar?
It doesn't have a sign next to it saying the Avatar.
Okay, just checking. You never know. Huh.
Be on like arrow, just flashing.
Okay, well, Al thinks of the Eastern Air Temple kitchen, and he wants to get a cream tart.
Yeah. You vanish and appear in the Eastern Air Temple kitchens. As you appear in the Eastern Air Temple, you can see that there are a number of mango tarts laid out on display in the across the bench, and you can actually see an air nomad reaching for probably what's the most delicious looking mango tart you've ever seen. He's like just got his hand out ready to take it off the bench top.
I'll take that, teleport back to Monkey Atsu, put it in the air above him, facing downwards. So it's suspended?
Yeah.
And
As soon as you touch
friends.
it, the color comes back to it and it feels real again. And then as you let go of it, it freezes in time once again.
Yep. So it's suspended over Monkey Atsu.
It
face
is.
Down.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Al comes back to everyone else.
Appearing back in place. Thank God. I have to say, thank God you guys are not wasting your time here. I mean, it would be awful if the state of the world was currently in flux.
Good thing time's frozen.
Speaking of wasting
Not for
time,
the spirits. Yes, Aquila.
I want to think about the mayor of Chin Village really quickly.
I will also follow this train of thought.
As you roll me push your luck, because this is a man you saw once for less than 20 minutes. How well can you picture this man?
To a place
Did
he'd
we
never
put-
been before.
Didn't I kick wait.
Yeah, I also made him roll push your luck for that, if you remember.
Absolute success, 10.
Shit. It's a shame.
I got a 12.
Fucking hell.
We couldn't save these good rolls for the fight against Yaavu.
No.
or
This is
anything.
way more important.
This is way more.
As you disappear and appear, you can see the mayor of Chin Villages is standing before the statue of Chin the Conqueror. It has been rebuilt. You can see that it has been carefully repaired. He's currently standing on the base, buffing Chin the Conqueror's chin. Essentially, it looks like he was in the act of polishing the statue when time froze. Around him, there's a whole bunch of people all looking on and cheering. And you can see that they have actually, not too far from where you are, put up wanted posters with each of your faces. Not very well drawn, I might add. But wanted for crimes against Chin Village underneath your wanted posters. And I'm going to add one more detail. There's a figure that is a little bit familiar to you, Mako. A lady dressed in what looks like darkened leathers, standing next to a shear shrew, and she has torn off one of the posters and appears to be looking at it with a confused expression on her face. As you get a little bit closer, you see she's holding the portrait of Shurva. Yes, Bree.
I was actually gonna say, like, when we were talking about the library, I would have thought of Layla because Jen and Layla, because we sent them back to the library to take them back to the spirit world. I would have started thinking about them already.
As soon as you start thinking about Layla, you appear, and you're very surprised to find yourself.
Which one was the Shurshru?
The Shurshru is the large.
Or was it Layla?
Yeah, I think Layla was the one with the Shurshru. She was the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of?
I have Jen and Layla, bounty hunter, and her Shurshru.
Jen-
Which one was
Layla
the
was the
Shurshru?
Shurshru. Jen was the woman.
Jen's the
Sorry.
girl.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry.
That's what I thought.
Layla was the
Petrifying
Shurshru.
poison.
Jen was the. Oh.
Yeah.
Or
We're
was
about
it?
to get caught. We're about to get caught.
Oh no.
No, it's too late.
Let me check my notes. Hang on.
Jen was the person because it was
Yeah.
play on words from the grandmother the granddaughter who's.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Jen. Thank you. Yes. I was not prepared for you guys to go and find this NPC again tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're doing a globe trip before we die.
Yeah, it's like
we do not
that.
have
It's
time
like
for
that.
this.
It's like that
All
goodbye.
the best hits.
The goodbye montage in like
Yeah.
Doctor Who
We've-
when David Tennant left. He
We've
went
got
into-
time for that once you have
Oh, don't
defeated the
remind me.
evil. Shurva, as you
But we can't
suddenly
teleport
find yourself
them.
standing right next to Mako, who is leaning over Jen's sort of like outstretched arm as she holds a portrait of you, a wanted poster of you, looking very confused. Again, time is frozen here, and as you look around, you can see that you're in Chin Village, and Jen appears to be examining the wanted poster of you with a very confused expression, while her Shurshru snarls at the mayor, who's currently standing on top of the statue, buffing the statue of Chin the Conqueror.
Mako, what are you doing here?
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, we.
What are you doing here?
I was thinking about Jen because we sent her back to the library to warn the
I
Winter
was
Tongue and tell him to go
also
back to the
thinking that.
spirit. Okay, I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, don't ask why I'm here.
You didn't even know Jen. Were you guys planning on setting the village on fire again?
No,
No, actually, I can confirm no.
that wasn't our plan.
That wasn't our plan.
Okay. It better not be your plan now.
Fuck.
So,
But-
is he standing on like a ladder on the
No,
statue?
he's climbed up onto the plinth. So the statue of Chin the Conqueror is stood atop a large rectangular plinth, or a large
Can you help us?
cubular plinth. That's a great word, cubular. A large cubular plinth. It's definitely not a word. a large rectangular plinth.
Shurva,
Totally.
would you like to
cubular.
help us?
Well, why?
Why else?
What do you want to do?
They're a bit evil.
They're kind of evil. Just like I want to push over the statue again. First off.
We have so many more things we should be doing right
Then
now.
let's do this quickly.
Then do it quickly. Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna think about Mango.
Shurva disappears and appears next to Arl and Rung, who probably are quite confused. The rest of their party have just vanished in this frozen time.
They're at Chin Village. I don't know what they're doing.
Rung would be
Okay.
great.
Wrong. Think about it real
I
hard.
just wait. I'm just like, that's okay. I'll just have a little nap here until they come.
Shin Village.
Fuck. How do we push the statue over?
I want to get him off. I want to pull the mayor
It's
off first.
disgusting,
You
Andrew.
want to pull the mayor off?
I want to get the mayor off the statue.
You want to get the mayor off?
I want to get the mayor off.
Ugh, I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
I want to.
Children.
Come on, say it in a way that's
Come on.
not inappropriate.
I want to remove him
I
from the
want
statue. There you
to
go.
place the mayor
Yep.
on the ground.
I don't want him on the ground.
Hold up. If I remember correctly, this is on top of the cliff.
It's not at the edge of the cliff. It is a bit of a ways back from the cliff. but
We can carry him.
Are you sorry? Let me just get this straight.
Are we going to chin the conqueror at the mayor? Yes.
Are you going to take a man
world
who
is
is
in
defenseless
chaos.
right now, who is defenseless? You're going to spend the precious few minutes that you have stopping Yaavu. Not doing that. You're going to flat out murder a man who cannot defend himself, and to be fair, has done nothing to you that you did not deserve.
Yes.
This is the bucket list. We might die. We need to do the bucket list.
I just want to get this straight. Is that what you're asking to do?
Hey, someone
yes, Dad.
in Avatar fell off the same height and survived. So,
Who fell off the same height and survived?
multiple people.
Chin didn't at this exact
Shin
spot.
didn't. Yeah, exactly. Shin didn't, but other people did.
At this precise location.
Is this
We know
is
for a
this irony?
fact. We know for a fact this cliff is not a survivable drop. We have actual evidence to say it's not.
I'm not gonna push him off. I'm just gonna lean him so that he's a bit he's a bit top heavy.
For the next 5 minutes, Aquila and Mako, you pick up the mare. He is frozen in time, but he doesn't weigh any less than he normally does. Carry him over to the edge of the cliff. You stand him back up again and very gently angle him so that he is teetering on the edge of the cliff face above the ocean, at the edge of Chin Village. Kyoshi Island visible far in the distance as he looks out towards it.
Island, please tell me you can.
He can just see it, I'll say. I'm probably going to be told that you can't actually see it from Chin Village, but just for the poetics of this, I'm going to say that the freezing of time and the warping of space as a result of the spirit wilds and the material plane being smashed together, for some strange reason, you can just see Kyoshi Island in the distance.
Worth it.
Oh, I should have gone and seen my future girlfriend instead, but that's fine. It's fine.
I think this is just. I like this. Anyway, I think we should go back now.
Yeah, I think that's it.
While they're doing this, can I do one more thing?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Andrew. If you're doing your
Just
thing
before we leave it, I do want to scorch the statue a bit so it's not polished.
Yeah, easy. So easy.
Awesome.
You just smear it with soot from your firebending just to be petty. Cool. Done.
All right, I think of Rung.
Yep, we think
As
of
you
Rung.
both come back. While that's going on, Rung, Shurva, and Al, if you guys wanted to take a little rest, you may clear 2 fatigue or 1 condition.
Oh fuck.
No, I'd rather do something.
Rather
else
do the
very
thing.
quickly.
Julie, do the thing! What's the thing that you're going to do, Al?
Al wants to quickly think of Monkey Yatsu's office.
Yep.
So
Monkey Yatsu's office. Would Monkey Yatsu
Oh,
have an office?
We're gonna.
He's
like,
allowed to do pranks, but we're not.
His pranks didn't avoid carrying a man to the edge of a cliff. And,
That's not a prank.
that's just flat out murder at this stage. It's just a prank. It's just a prank, bro.
It's harmless. It's harmless.
It's not.
no
It's
blood
actually
bending
harmful.
was involved. No blood bending was involved. It's all good.
But the seal's broken anyway. He can bloodbend as much as he wants. Al would like to teleport to somewhere where he knows has pen and paper, just to take some pen and paper.
Yeah, done.
So he'll just get some pen and paper.
Any one of the libraries of the air temples would be fine.
Yeah. He wants to think of. Do you remember Shah?
Oh, vaguely.
The girl that he inverted commas gaslit.
Yeah. I vaguely
Oh
remember
my
that.
God.
Yeah.
He's got a gaslight over
I would like to go to Shah.
As you concentrate and think of Shah, you find yourself in an unfamiliar location. Around you is an enormous city. You appear to be in the center of this incredibly complex and intricate city. Your first instincts is this looks like a vast Earth Nation city, and it's at that point you realize you're probably in Ba Sing Se. In front of you stands an enormous grand stone building. And in front of you see Shah walking inside the building with a rucksack over one shoulder, her arm in a sling. It looks like it's been bound as a result of a possible break. And notes tucked under one arm. You pushed her down. Pushed her down a set of stairs, man.
I'm not rewritten. It's no. I made her trip at the second last step.
Yeah.
That's
That
what
could still be a break.
That was a
like
different timeline.
a
That was a different timeline. Interestingly, she does still appear to have a broken arm.
Okay, I would like to write a note saying,
Yeah.
hey, you may not remember me, but I'm sorry for what I did.
Yeah.
And just leave it in her pockets or in her sling, I don't know. And then he would like to walk back to the others.
Walk
That
back
cost
to
him
the
one
others.
He's gonna walk all the way back.
A warp. Oh, you know, you're going for
But he
the
could
warp.
warp.
Better watch out for all the necromorphs. Be careful going for the warp.
as you focus and concentrate, you'll peer back with the others.
Yep, that was worth not clearing a condition.
Perfect. With all of you reunited and having taken a little bit of a break, there's a sudden moment, just as Aquila and Mako appear back at the rest of the group. You hear and see a sudden warping of space. Rung, a familiar figure, begins striding towards the party, his eyes focused on you, and as he suddenly stops and looks at each of you, memorizing your faces, you see the figure from before. Up close, this man is easily 6.5 feet tall. Bulging muscular body. Again, those the colors of what look like Fire Nation military, but definitely not Fire Nation military cut. The actual leather breastplate that he's wearing and the layered robes look far more mercenary. And again, tattooed in the center of his forehead, the head shaved all the way back to the ponytail, very traditional Fire Nation. That tattoo in the middle of his forehead, a swirling mass of black tentacles with a single eye in the very center, a third eye in the middle of his forehead. And as he stops and looks across at each of you, you watch as a little smile plays across his face. Well then, looks like the rats are all together. Saves me the trouble of hunting you down one by one. And you watch as he breathes in this, and then focuses as he stares at you, and this beam flies out and smashes into the ground, exploding underneath your feet. I am going to throw all of you into a combat exchange. Rung, I'm going to say that given you'd seen this guy and you kind of have seen this attack before, avoiding everyone else taking fatigue, you quickly throw up a stone wall that is immediately exploded by this combustion bender.
Thank you. I'm not falling for that crap again.
I figured. I'm not an asshole. Alrighty, make sure you choose an approach. And
before this happens,
yeah, man.
Who has the most fatigue? So I can sort of empower them.
I am still midway rough now from my little thing.
0. You're what are you at? Like 3, 4? Like there-ish?
About there.
3, okay. I can't talk to more than one person. Damn.
Oh, thanks, chat, for saying I have a nice DM voice. I do like to practice the old DMing voice.
I practice in front of the mirror every day.
Every single day.
He doesn't have an inner monologue. He has an outer monologue. He just like starts saying everything he does as he does it during the day. He's like, "Oh, what a beautiful morning! Owen has woken up, and now Owen is getting out of bed. Having a nice little stretch."
Do I have a slight British accent? Has no one told me this?
I think it's just because you speak proper. So
not like a proper Australian. You know,
no, that's
still British though. That's still British.
Somehow wasn't Australian. Yeah. Like,
yeah, I'll try and do. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Got more of a. Just do Rung-Bolo, mate. This is your proper true blue Aussie accent.
I always get told that I sound slightly British because I pronounce my words correctly. So I think you just have that.
I say dance and prance, which is probably a very stupid thing to do. Dave, could you lock in a combat approach for Al? Or have you done it?
Well.
A governor. I do say a governor. That is true.
We all have to re-lock in because of Al.
No. We should be okay. Have you looked in? Have you looked in now, Davey?
Yes. Quick, done.
Legends. Let's resolve it. We're looking good. Shurva and Aquila, as we jump into combat, the two of you rush into a defensive stance. What would you... Actually, first off, I'll get you to roll with focus, I believe it is. Yes. We will jump into battle with Yugon. And I am happy to add that you may thank one of the viewers' obscenities for this particular encounter. He decided the boss battle with Yaavu was not enough. He has spent some points to add a little mini boss battle for you guys just beforehand.
Because we didn't just take such a beating.
No, it wasn't enough.
Thank you.
3 boss battles in a row, guys. Let's go.
Hey, Dragon. I think genuinely he is looking forward to you guys dying. Shurva, 6, that is a miss. Did you want to shift your balance to do something, or?
I will. Is the ground in front of us smoldering, or is there any fire, anything by any chance?
No. If there was fire, if it wasn't cast by Mako, the fire slowly slows in time and then freezes. So one of the things Mako might have noticed when he did his fire bending against the Chin statue, as it leaves your hands, Mako, the fire stays in normal time. As it drops off, essentially, as you stop providing it with energy, anything that's caught alight slows and then freezes in time. The flames, again, taking on that slight grey scale as they freeze in time as well. Unless you're deliberately putting energy into it to bend it, it stops. Same as water, when Aquila used some water to put out Rung after he was a little bit singed by the combustion bender. As soon as you stop water bending Aquila, the water begins to slow down in time and then stops completely.
Okay, so I want to use Fire Whip, but my whip is obviously not yet on fire.
That's true.
Would it be using part of Marco's turn if I get him to light it on fire?
Now, Mako is doing an advance and attack. No, evade and observe.
I observe you doing this.
Yeah, if he had been doing an advance and attack, I probably would have been like, oh, your turns can kind of blend together a little bit. I would have stretched the rules slightly, but because he's right at the very end of the exchange, because he's doing evade and observe, I think you're going to have to wait for Mako to set your whip on fire next turn. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I will. I will ready.
Brilliant. Who would you like to give a +1 to? Yourself.
So mark 1 for T to ready yourself or your environment, assigning or clearing a fictionally appropriate status.
Sorry,
of
I heard help. You did say ready, but for some reason I heard help. Yeah, I heard help for some reason. Would you like to empower yourself?
Yes.
Probably a good call.
I'm absolutely going to empower myself.
I'd recommend that.
Also, do statuses carry over from combats? I can't remember.
Yes, they do, until you clear them by making an emotional decision. So, like, if you were afraid, you'd have to run away from something.
No, that's conditions. Statuses.
Oh, statuses. Like, they do not carry on. No, they don't carry on from combat.
I need to clear prepared then. That's all good.
You may clear all of your statuses at the end of each combat. Okay. How do you empower yourself, Shurva? What does it look like when you... So that we can visually imagine this and the podcast listeners can bring themselves into the moment.
So empowering is like your abilities are naturally stronger in this moment. So I would probably I would actually take the Kyoshi warrior stance that they take as part of the beginning of their training and
Brilliant.
kind of so that I'm ready to be able to move quickly rather than kind of just standing flat-footed. So I would adjust my stance slightly and kind of just get my whip out and ready. Yeah,
take a moment, center yourself, go back to your training with the Kyoshi warriors. Absolutely. I think that's fantastic. Brilliant. That is a great way to describe ready. Aquila, absolute success. What 2 things would you like to do?
Father, I would like to...
Why do you persist in this? Why do you persist in this?
That's fun.
I can't argue with that.
I can do 2 things.
Yeah.
Can I seize a position first?
Of course you can.
And with the strength of your heart, when you seize a position, foes must mark 2 fatigue to block your movement.
If they choose to block it.
Yeah.
The combustion bender, whose name you don't know, but is Yugon.
Like John.
Yugon. He does not. He does
Yugon
not
die.
block. Yugon.
Yugon
I'm pretty sure that's the joke that Obscenities was going for. Is that it's a Yugon die, son.
Oh God.
Yugon. His first name's Yugon. His second name's Dyson. So I suspect. Correct me if I'm wrong, Obscenities.
Maybe just like sponsored by a vacuum cleaner company. We don't know.
He makes no effort to as you. So when he sees a position, are you like rushing to more of a defensive stance? Are you pulling to the front? Like what's your plan here? Taking cover behind Mango's frozen form.
Oh, that's a good. No. I want to sort of get in front to sort of prepare to attack. Yeah.
As you rush into position, Yugon his eyes just follow you. These dark, almost like a red umber. This is really deep dark red crimson eye color. He just watches your movements, and as you begin rushing up, he goes, you were told. I was told that I should spare you. Yaavu wants you alive. For now.
He wants me.
Yeah.
Someone likes me.
And then I can't do that because that is not a. I would like to intimidate.
Ooh, I think that's a great idea. How do you intimidate him? What do you do?
I want to. After he says that, I want to be like, so you know about me. Let's not do this. Just back off now. Yeah.
Roll with passion.
Passion. 7.
Let's see what you've got then. Huh?
Fuck.
Alrighty. I believe those are your 2 turns, Aquila, which takes us into the advance and attacks. Yugon is the only one doing advance and attack. You watch as Aquila having rushed forward, Shurva having sort of moved to the side. The rest of you are still kind of grouped together at this point. Rung's stone wall that he pulled up having been dropped as a result of the massive concussion blast that this combustion bender sent forwards. You watch as Yugon goes, takes a breath, and then boom, this blast fires out from his head. No longer the beam, this time it's a direct blast in front of him, firing outwards, almost in a cone as it shoots forwards. Aquila, Shurva... Actually, just Aquila and Shurva, you're the only 2 who are a little bit further forward at this point. No, it's just Aquila who's further forward. Shurva moved into a defensive position. Aquila, I need you to either mark 2 fatigue or a condition. The rest of you only mark 1 fatigue from this, as the edge of the blast sort of burns against your skin, scorching your hair, but you don't take the full blast. Aquila, 2 fatigue or a condition.
I marked angry, Dad.
You marked angry. As you also mark angry and are sent tumbling end over end, you lose a bit of ground. The concussive blast of this explosion shooting you backwards towards the rest of the group, Aquila. Yugon then casually begins strolling almost like around you, staying the same distance, but almost moving to flank you a little bit, but just walking with no sense of urgency. Tell me, what makes you think you can take on my master? What makes you think you can betray him? Is it your weakness, Aquila?
I think it's my strength.
You would call it that. Alrighty. Our evade and observes. Would you guys all like to roll with harmony or...
Also,
for,
don't forget the clear 1 fatigue.
Creativity.
Harmony or creativity?
Oh, yes.
Clear that 1 fatigue we just took.
Yes. That's why I chose this one.
Yep.
Back to where I was.
Yeah, everyone who evade and observes gets to clear fatigue. That's very true.
Yes. Alrighty.
My audio before I was hit by that attack as well, was I?
Yeah, you just took one fatigue though, because you were at the edge of the blast. Aquila took the brunt because he'd moved up essentially. Alrighty, sorry to punish you for making good plays there, Archie. My bad. Mako, that is an absolute success. What would you like to do?
Your mom.
Really?
I thought I was still muted.
Did you actually? No way.
Yeah, genuinely.
Just knowing that behind the scenes,
Oh,
when you
mate.
beat yourself is brilliant.
I'm going to arc lightning at him.
Ooh, okay, fantastic. Talk me through it. Let's hear it.
Okay, channel lightning through your body against a closely engaged foe, so I would have to move up,
Yeah.
but I assume I can just teleport there.
As you think about him,
Hmm.
yeah, you pull yourself closer. Exactly.
Hello, comrade, and I just grab him and I send the shock through my body.
What condition? So he's an engaged foe who used the advanced
Comrade.
attack technique against you this exchange. What would you like to mark him with? What condition? You actually get to pick
condition.
with arc lightning.
Now the other I just need to check that it does the other thing still.
Yes.
Is it? Oh, no, there, okay. I would. Can I mark stunned?
That's a status.
Condition, sorry.
But if you
I'd
mark
like to
two conditions, he then marks
Yes.
stunned. Yeah.
I'd like to mark afraid.
Run from danger or difficulty. Brilliant. As you hold out your hand, press it against his. Oh yeah. How do you do it? Just grab him by the wrist and go. Just channel this energy through.
End up behind him and I just grab him by the shoulders and go, hey, and then I just send it through.
Just discharge the lightning through him. As it burns through him, the lightning sort of electrocuting him. You watch his muscles twitch as he convulses. And as he pulls away from you, you have been blessed by the spirits. This will be harder than I thought. As he
We've
takes
all
a
got
step
little
back.
tricks.
Oh, do you say that?
Well, meaning me and him. Like how if he's got like the different combustion. That was
Alrighty.
probably the right way to put
Anything else on your turn,
Go ahead.
Marco? Or is that it? Because that is a practice technique.
That's it. Yep.
That is it. Rung-Bolo. 9.
Hey, got a cheeky little 9. I was going to do something a little bit different. I haven't done this one before. I was going to commit myself in the situation here. So, recenter myself and shift my balance towards one of my principles. So,
Yeah.
try and move myself a little bit more towards care and just like in this moment to be a little bit more like, there's a lot going on right now. You're angry, calm yourself down. This man trying to blow you up right now with mind bullets. That's okay. Think of your friends. Help your friends. Just trying to keep that mantra in my head. Just like calm down a little bit here. Think of everyone else.
Alrighty. I love it. That's a great idea. You also don't mark fatigue the next time you live up to that principle. Just so you know. Next time you use the move, live up to your principle. Alrighty. Anything else? No, that's it for you, Rung. Could you please roll with creativity or harmony?
I already did, just before when we all did it at the start of Being an Observer. I got a 12.
Is it? Have you hidden it from me, you cheeky little boy?
He has.
How soon did you do it?
When you said everyone roll for Evade and Observe, I rolled.
Oh, I can't see it in the log. I'll believe you.
Can you see any of my rolls? Because I'm using my other computer. So
I can see your fatigues. I actually can't see. Can you do a quick test roll for us?
Okay. Got 13, so that's alright. But
Yeah.
I got 12 before, but can you see that one?
No. Can anyone else see that?
Yeah, no.
No?
I don't know how to see them.
Just in the log, mate, on the main page. Just
what?
in the log. Have you turned off your logging? Let's have a quick look and just make sure.
I might not have turned it on.
Oh, there. Oh my god, I am.
There's a whole section for this?
There's
Yeah,
a
mate.
whole section I never knew about.
Yeah, that's how I'm able to keep track
Oh,
of your
yeah, I can see it.
rolls.
I see it.
You
Along
can
with
see it?
creativity? Yeah, I see it.
Oh, why it's not coming through for me? There it is. It's just come through. Absolute success. That's okay. We'll take your
We're
roll
all
of 12.
learning.
You can do two things.
Okay, so on the
Not
top
my
of the
13. My
screen,
13's better.
there's like a
No, sorry.
bill, like a.
And it.
Yep. I didn't know that was there. I won't lie.
Question, Owen.
Second last
Also
episode,
in
episode
that-
61, and you guys finally learn where the chat log is. Holy shit.
Question,
man.
question on the move Bolster and Hinder, Owen.
Yeah,
Because I have Cloud Break,
you do.
which I have to stun myself, and all opponents get the impaired status. Okay, so I can okay. So if I describe what I want to do for Bolster and Hinder, do you choose the status or do I?
That's a very good question. Let me have a quick look-see, Lou. I suspect... it says afflict an appropriate status, so we work on it together. You and I come up with a status we think is
Okay,
appropriate
so-
together.
Al wants to stun or impair this guy. So what he's going to do is, he's going to take a deep breath, pull his glider out, and he's going to start like running, like he's about to airbend a gust of wind towards him. But then Al will try to teleport to a different location
Ooh, okay.
and attack him from there.
Yeah.
But the wind itself is it's not like a short blast that throws him anywhere. It's more like a longer like gust of wind that just makes his movement a bit harder to move.
Yep.
So So I'm hoping to stun, but that sounds more like an impair. So it's up to
Yeah,
you.
that does sound more like an impair. Stunned is one of those ones where you kind of need to have a few different things happening at once. So stunned and trapped and doomed are kind of the ones that need to happen. There needs to be a few things to kind of like help them. So kind of think of it as more like a hierarchy, like impaired to stunned to trapped to doomed.
If someone tried to do another impair on top of my impair, it would probably end up being a stunned as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it helps to create that. Perfect.
So
Yeah.
I will do that to impair him.
Brilliant. As you rush forwards, this blast of wind sort of throwing him off balance a little bit. Did you? Yeah, he has to choose one fewer technique. Brilliant. Go. Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So then my next thing is I would like to assess the situation.
Alrighty. Roll for me, please.
I roll again, and
You do. Oh, we can take your 13 if you like, because that's with creativity, and you use creativity.
I would love
assess.
that. I would love that.
You do
We're
use
all
that
gonna
for
die.
assess a situation. That's a creativity question. So yeah, 13. What would you like to know? You got 2 questions that you may ask of me.
How can I OCO this person? No. Well, I guess. Well, what's the best way to hold him in one spot so it makes my teammates easier to smack him around? Like, what can I do to get in his way? I'm on quite like I'm pretty low. I'm not fatigued, so I can take a few hits. So
Okay.
I'm like, how can I get on his nerves to like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to weave and duck and dodge around him, keeping his attention focused on you, keeping his blasts on you, but keeping that momentum going so that you can maintain a bit of a distance from them, could be a way to go. You know that foes who are often angry might focus on one particular person, the person who made them angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my other question is,
Yeah.
how can we use him to get to Yaavu? Like, what is there a tether here that we can weaken Yaavu by hurting him, or like make life harder for Yaavu?
Awesome question. As you focus on Yugon, really look, take a pause and notice. There's shadow-like threads running out from the backs of his hands, his shoulders, even his legs. Almost like these faint threads, like the shadow of a wire, rising up into the storm clouds above, as if he is being puppeted.
Puppets are creepy.
I've told you from the beginning.
Is it going one direction, or is it going 2 directions? Like,
It looks like these threads connect him and Yaavu.
Okay.
Puppets are cool.
Cool. I guess that's my turn. I guess with my trying to impair, to get more in his nerves, I'm gonna keep like warping around while I keep this gust going. So it like keeps like, going from different directions as he's trying to move.
Yeah. Keeping his focus on you. Brilliant.
Yep.
Alrighty, is that everyone for that first one? Yes, it is. I have reinitiated the next round of combat. Please make sure you select an approach and take it.
Oh no, I haven't thought about it yet.
I love that as soon as you both discover the chat thing, you both go, "Lol, hi stream, hello," in the chat log. Thank goodness we're locking them out. All right, I'll Rung, Shurva, Aquila, just waiting on you, Mako. Pick your approach.
What?
Nothing new.
Can't
I know
see
I've done it.
All right. If I hit resolve and you're not there, you don't get a turn. You are there. Okay. Alrighty. Shurva
An hour
and
and a half
Al.
already.
Shurva and Al, both of you are defending and maneuvering. Could I please get you to roll me with focus?
12. All the good rolls are tonight. Hopefully Shurva has a good roll. Then I've said
10.
that. I'm so sorry.
Full
that's good, that's
success.
good.
Full success, both of you. Brilliant. We know it's been just an hour and 15 minutes into the stream because Brandon's camera's conked out. Still, why have you not bought a dummy battery? I showed you they're only like $20 from eBay, mate.
To be fair, I told him I'd buy him one.
Oh, did
so
you?
maybe he was waiting.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Shurva and Al. What would you like to do?
I will divert and retaliate.
Brilliant. So,
My favorite combo.
oh, it's such a good combo. So talk me through. Look, which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do divert first?
Yeah, so I step into the way of blows intended for allies. When any ally within reach suffers a blow this exchange, I suffer it for them. So essentially, now that I've readied myself and I am light on my feet, I will be jumping in front of anybody before they get hit. If I have also retaliated this exchange, I deal an additional 1 fatigue each time I take damage from the person who is attacking. And then with
Perfect.
retaliate itself,
Yeah.
each time a foe inflicts fatigue, a condition, or shifts your balance in this exchange, inflict 1 fatigue on that foe. So every time he tries to hurt somebody, he hurts me instead and takes 2 fatigue.
Brilliant. Amazing.
My favorite combo.
It's a great combo. Al.
I would like to seize the position.
Ooh, okay.
And I would like to try to interfere with the threads that are coming down from the sky. Like what happens if I slice wind through it?
How? And when you slice wind through, are you sort of using Caesar position to do that, or are you using Caesar position to get into location and then
I
using?
was like imagining almost like using my glider to fly over and try to interfere with it. So I'm seizing the position above him.
Yeah. As you take to the skies, Al, there is resistance slightly to these strands. They do feel like there's some weight there. If you were to attack them, you might be able to interfere with them. As you fly through them, there's a moment of resistance as they pass through, and you feel this coldness as they pass through your body or pass through the glider. If that answers your question. And with your Caesar position, any foe engaged with you can mark 1 fatigue to block it. He does not block it.
Okay. Oh, this is a shame. Okay, well, I say that to everyone. I'm like, I think we can strike these threads. It's worth seeing what happens. And I will ready, I guess.
Okay, brilliant. Would you like to give yourself the empowered state?
Yeah. Oh, I would love to give myself the empowered state.
I thought you might. Brilliant. Okay, next up in our breakdown of attacks is our advance and attackers, which is Aquila and Yugon. Aquila, could I get you to please roll with passion?
That's a 9.
That's a 9. You may pick one advance and attack. What would you like to do? He's thinking. Look at him. He's thinking so deeply.
I think I'm going to strike.
Okay, brilliant.
After Al's strike the threads.
And are you going to aim for the threads? Or him? Now that Al's pointed them out, all of you can see them.
Okay, but a little bit of a meta question.
Oh, yeah?
To inflict a condition on him, I would have to attack him, not the threads, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Like, if I hit the threads, it would.
If you would hit the threads, something will happen. I'm not going to be a dick. Something good will happen.
Okay.
He drops dead.
I mean, I'll put it. So you trust the DM over Al, sure.
He's legitimately just a puppet.
I'm gonna go for the threads.
Alrighty, brilliant. As you make the strike against the threads, did you want to just let it mark fatigue or conditions willy-nilly, or did you want to specifically spend a fatigue to force it?
I will mark a fatigue to instead choose to hammer them with your blows, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue, or strike where they are weak, inflicting a condition.
This is going to be striking where they are weak. What condition would you be aiming to inflict upon this? Because I'm going to say that default, it's going to be angry.
Yeah, angry's fine.
Perfect. As you send out this blast of thin water. There's essentially like a water blade that slices through a number of these strands.
Shurikens.
Yeah, little water shurikens. You watch as the sky clouds above you darken, and with a sudden flash, you see that tentacle mass in the sky above you reaching out from above. You watch as Yugon stumbles for a moment, and as he comes up and shakes his head, you see his arms start to slow a little bit, as if time is no longer running as effectively for him.
Jump him.
As he begins to slow a little bit, I am going to mark him the angry condition as he's sort of like... In addition, he also has a homebrewed condition called slowed, which means that he can only pick one technique. When he does his attacks, he cannot do the 2 or 3 that he normally has access to. Andrew, I can see your hand up. What is it, buddy?
Doesn't that mean he can't do any because he got one less moves from last round? Yep, cool.
For this round, yeah, essentially he's essentially stunned for this round because he has another additional 1 less move, which slows him more. You watch as Yugon seizes up in position, slowing slightly as Yaavu above begins to send down more and more threads, this time not just reaching for Yugon, but reaching for Aquila as well.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
I'm not your puppet anymore.
Puppets are creepy.
You're always my puppet, Aquila. Always have been. Always will be.
Nah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Alrighty. It would have been Yugon's go, but he is effectively stunned by this because he can pick he can't pick any of his things, so he is essentially stunned. His turn is spent trying to shake off this effect. Rung and Mako. Creativity or harmony, please?
Do a cheeky little creativity. Oh, it's 5. Oh, do I still get to mark fatigue off?
It's not a fatigue, you shift your balance, I believe. Or actually, I think you can pick, isn't it? It's mark of fatigue or shift your balance.
I think he means because he's doing...
You clear one
evade
fatigue
reserve.
or evade and reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
clear-
yeah. Sorry,
clear
remove
one
that. But
fatigue,
if you
and then-
wanted to do something, if you wanted to still do something, you could shift your balance to still do something.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
a higher level?
So I don't get to do the balance shifting and the remove fatigue for choosing.
No, you can still, because
evade and
you still evade and observe, so you still clear the fatigue. But if you wanted to actually do a fighting technique or a basic move, you could shift your balance to do that.
Just moved it. So I don't get to move it down because I failed the roll before, hey?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do I just move it? Oh, but then move it back to 3 again.
Maybe not then.
Yeah, I won't.
Maybe
I'm going
not.
to keep it at 2.
Mako, 9, success. What would you like to do with consequences?
I would like to bolster or hinder, and I would like to bolster Shurva.
Brilliant.
Aww.
I'm guessing you set her whip on fire for her.
I was gonna bolster her by setting her whip on fire.
Would you like
and-
to? Shurva is already empowered, but would you like to maybe prepare or inspire Shurva, or even favor her? She's got her whip on fire. It's pretty favored.
Yeah, favor. Yep, favored. She's
Favored,
now
alright.
favored by.
You may pick one additional technique next turn, Shurva.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, let us reopen the combat exchange. Once again, lock in your combat approach.
Good to go, Dad.
Give me one more second.
I'm contemplating.
I am
Yeah, me
not
too.
responding to this.
Oh, did someone send you a message?
No. I died to respond to you.
Did you get a text?
It's fine.
How dare they text you while we're playing?
Yeah, I don't
Avatar?
text people back either.
It's fine.
There's also work text you late at night. No.
Alrighty.
I haven't yet.
Okay, I will pause for a moment then.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah. I just.
Alrighty, let's lock them in. We've got Yaavu, Aquila, Mako, Shurva, Al, Yugon.
Sorry, who?
I don't see Rung.
I locked in. Maybe it was a little
No.
bit too late.
No, I think you were too late. Let me initiate again. Everyone has to lock in one more time because Rung was not.
That's right.
prepared.
Pennington just chose one
Damn it,
anyway.
wrong.
Yeah, same.
My bad.
It wasn't ready. This is hard. It's a boss battle. It's
Right.
Wait until we
Yeah.
fight the real boss.
It's the biggest boss battle you've ever done.
This is the last boss, though.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We have to fight God
This is the
Owen next.
intermission.
This isn't even my final form, Aquila.
Well, this isn't your form.
The tentacles emerge down from above. All right, is everyone locked in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Resolve. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, the only person defending and maneuvering is Yugon. Yugon is going to rush forwards. What was that? Sorry, Bree?
Nothing.
What'd you say? What was that?
Nothing.
Just say something important. I just want to make sure we give it the attention it deserves. I think it's important that everyone has a space to say things close to their heart. What was it you said?
I said, what a great idea for him.
Okay. Yugon is going to defend and maneuver as he. Thank you. Thank you. As he takes a step backwards, having suffered a few blows this time, rather than doing any of the standard defend and maneuvers, he's going to use one of his special defend and maneuvers. You watch as he reaches out with his hands, and as the dark tendrils begin to move down and wrap around his arms, you watch as this spiraling dark tattoo grows across his skin. His entire hand, lower arm turns black, and you watch as these spiral tentacles move up his shoulder, burning away at his clothing until he's left with a sleeveless vest, very similar to Rung's, but burned away by this dark-like energy.
It's
As
the
it burns-
quickest tattoo I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
As it burns across him, you watch as he and fires a blast into the air, which explodes immediately above him, shrouding him in fog, making him a little... Not fog, shrouding him in smoke, making him hard to see. Next up is everybody doing advance and attack.
Can I go first?
Jump him!
Sure.
Go
Why not?
ahead.
Everyone roll with passion, please.
Okay, so I got a 5, but I would like to spend one of my Protector's Burden holds from
Yes.
this session. I had 2 this session, thank God.
Yes, you do.
So I can take a 10 plus on any move to defend or protect Mako.
Yes.
So this is protecting him. Therefore, I take a 10 plus. Haha. And I would like to.
It's not a
use-
competition. It's not me versus you guys. I don't know why this is like...
Definitely is.
Always.
This
definitely
not.
definitely is.
I'm here to build fun and engagement, but it's got to be
This is
tense
scary.
for you to get the most
Is
fun
anyone
and
standing
emotion.
next to me?
Yeah, from
Who's-
where you're standing, you're next to everyone, actually. Only Arl and Rung are out of the way. Arl having jumped up and is now flying around above. Rung having stepped forwards to engage. Oh, no, Mako, you stepped right up as well. No, so actually it's just Aquila you're next to. Mako's right next to where...
Yeah, I would have
where Yugon was. Yugon has stepped back a bit, though, away from Mako. He's no longer an immediate
Okay.
threat.
You can
So-
teleport.
You
Aquila,
teleport
can you hold
them.
this for a second? And I hand him the flaming whip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna concussive blast.
Ooh, whip out your fans.
Yeah.
Yep.
So using fans or similar weapon, you sweep outwards, creating a sudden momentary blast of air. Mark 1 fatigue to push your chosen opponent backwards, forcing them to choose a new target next exchange or spend their exchange taking the defend and maneuver stance. Seize a position to re-engage you. Does that also blow away the smoke?
I'm going to rule that it does.
Awesome.
Yay.
And then I take
yeah.
my whip back, and because it was a practice move, I can only use the one, but then I'm going to use my favored,
Yes, because you get an extra move through favored, exactly.
and I am also going to strike with the flaming whip across the threads and try to set them all alight if I can.
Brilliant. I love it. As you send forth this flaming whip cracking against the strands, are you doing like a strike?
Yes.
Brilliant. Did you want to just let me do the fatigue or conditions, or did you want to mark a fatigue to specifically force them to
Can
do something?
you really like mark a condition on a couple of strands?
Not on the strands, but I can on the person who is currently being empowered by them. Yeah.
Also, the person that
Okay.
connected to.
If I don't have any fatigue left to mark, can I just mark a condition or two to force that?
Sure. I think so.
Can
Sweet.
I'll use
I'm a mark insecure.
Yeah.
tag team
Yeah.
to tag team with Shurva on that?
Yes,
and,
definitely.
Work with an ally against the same foe. Choose an engaged enemy, foe and ally. Double any fatigue conditions or balance shifts that ally inflicts upon that foe.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, absolutely. That's what you can
And
absolutely do that with
against
your.
watch as well.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So I will mark 2 conditions in that case on Yugon. Correct?
Conditions? What?
Isn't that what you were marking? Conditions?
No, I
She marks the
condition
conditions.
on me to
Oh,
force the
oh,
fatigue
to
on
force
him.
the fatigue on him.
I don't have any fatigue
You don't have any
left.
fatigue left.
and
He will mark some fatigues then.
He will mark at least 4.
Four fatigue.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh boy.
And I think
He
thematically
has
there
to-
was like Al fanning the flames from above to make
Yeah.
it like hotter.
He's also been pushed back, so he has to choose a new target from whoever he was currently targeting.
Yeah.
I'm assuming would have been Mako because Mako was right next to him in his face.
He backed away, defended maneuver this turn, so no one. But next turn he was going to come after you guys again. So yeah, he has to pick a new target for the next approach. Brilliant. That is a lot of fatigue. Yeah, that's brutal.
Nicely done, Al.
Rung, before you
That was
take
my
your
turn as well,
turn,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rung, before you take your turn, could you please go into your character sheet and edit? I have tried to add the lava wave to your character sheet, but it doesn't seem to want to add. But you should be able to add it from your character sheet. You should be able to add it through the moves.
Yep.
Can you
where's
see
that?
lava wave?
Let me just reload.
Oh, good. I love that you got. Are you going to wave every time I say lava wave? Is this enough?
Dan,
Lava wave.
can I quickly have my move?
Sure.
Thanks
I
for
can't see that
responding.
they're in fighting techniques or anything at the
You might have
moment.
to. You might have to add it as a separate move. I'll
Yeah.
see if I can push it in.
Was
I've
that
tried a few
in?
times.
About the book.
Yes, it'll be in the book. You should be able to add it from there, I think.
So I rolled a 5, so that's a miss.
That's a miss, yeah.
And I'm not going to shift my balance.
So you
Thank
were going to
you.
have it. This was your joke. Fuck it hell.
I have to go to the toilet.
Otherwise, Rung, what I can do is I can just copy it into the chat for you, and that way you can, if it's not adding properly, which sometimes I think I'm not going through the right way to do it. Let me quickly paste it into the Facebook chat, and you can use this move.
Yeah.
This is a move you have access to.
I've got it up on the other screen. I was trying to just click
There you go.
to skip at it, but it's not giving me a thing to do it or anything. So
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'll figure it out later. It's an advance and attack, and it's a very nice advance and attack.
yeah.
Would you like to
Oh.
do that as part of your advance and attack? You did get a success, so you get to choose one thing.
Yeah, I was wanting to do something with my lava. I was thinking about doing some sort of like lava sort of whip sort of thing like that, strings, but this is just mwah, chef's kiss. I would absolutely love to do this. I'm gonna do lava wave. Knowing
Yeah.
that now.
I thought
Do you want
you
to
might.
read out? Do you want to read out what it does, or do you want to read it out?
I can read it out as Rung-Bolo, or you can read it out as Rung-Bolo, whoever wants to.
No, you got the nice voice. I'll describe what it does, but I'll let you read out this so people understand.
As you reach forward, Rung, concentrating, you feel that heat building within you, the heat of the sun. And as you push your hands down with your eyes closed and pull back, almost in like a waterbender's technique, the ground in front of you liquefies into this boiling hot lava. And as you pull back and then push forward, a wave of lava begins rising and pushing towards Yugon. Anything that it touches is set on fire and destroyed in the environment. Foes in its path have to fling themselves out of the way, marking 2 fatigue and becoming impaired, or becoming stunned and doomed as the wave knocks them to the side and sets them on fire. So essentially he has to mark 2 fatigue and become impaired, or he becomes stunned and doomed immediately. He cannot mark any more fatigue, and he's not going to mark condition. He has to mark a Rung, how do you want to do this?
Rogan's been sitting here just basically like, I'd like to imagine, like, you know when, like, Homer Simpson describes that one dude when everyone's, like, fighting on the front of his lawn, and then, like, Marge is like, you gotta come inside, and she's like, but Marge, there's that guy over there, he's been just waiting, he's gonna do something cool. I like to feel like that's just sort of what I'm up to here, just chilling out until I just finally come up.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm just like, alright guys, I feel ready, I feel a little bit calmer now, as I just start pooling lava in front of me. I'm just like, going towards him. I'm just like, in my mind, like, it's just like this rolling, just tidal wave at this dude here. And I'd love if, like, he died, like, it just did the whole, like, Terminator thing, where it just waves over him and you see, like, the thumbs up.
I'm not going to do that because you're murdering a dude with this. What does happen there?
He did have an arm up for the tattoos.
Because
it's just like a one string.
We are trying our best to kind of keep to the themes of the show, which means it's not going to be a blatant death like that. But as this wave of lava shoots out from you, Rung, as it crashes down into him, you watch as time reasserts itself and freezes, burying him underneath the lava, which almost seems to have solidified into stone in this sudden moment. There is no sign of Yugon. You watch as these dark threads that Shurva and Aal had weakened and damaged snap. And as they do, you watch as the dark clouds above you with the tendrils almost reaching down boil and bubble as the full force of Yaavu pushes through. This form that he has taken, this enormous form, if this is his true form, is vast. He's as large as the city of Omashu, pushing down through the clouds above, tentacles reaching out, a multitude of eyes appearing and disappearing in his dark form, one massive central eye in the very middle, with a diamond-shaped pupil, glowing softly with this dark purple light. You may have taken out my pawn, but I have another. Aquila. This foolishness. It's time for it to end. Join me, Aquila. As you promised, as per our bargain, all will be forgiven. If not, I will make sure you suffer in my new world. You will live 1,000 lifetimes of pain and anguish, more than you could ever withstand. That is what you hear from above as Rung takes out Yugon. Brutal. It's probably the most brutal death we've had in this show after the Mayor of Chin Village.
All the same episode.
We haven't seen that. Time hasn't reconsumed.
The mayor hasn't died yet, by the way. He's just...
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. He's just dangling.
So there's still one person who hasn't made an attack yet. Mako. You can see above you Yaavu pushing down through the clouds above. He's probably only, as he pushes down and begins emerging from the sky, he's only like 20, 30 meters off the ground. His enormous form eclipsing the sky above.
Cool.
What would you like to do?
Cool. Cry and sleep.
Cry and sleep.
But...
Okay. Yeah. You can take off 2 fatigue and remove the insecure condition.
That just sounds worth it. We'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take the client idea.
I do also need you to hand me your character sheet, as the next thing that happens as you lie down and cry is an enormous tentacle just squashes you flat.
Fair.
Now, what would you like to do?
I rolled a 6, so...
Would you like to shift your balance? He's thinking about it. He's really considering it. Look at him go, everybody.
Why don't you just strike him with lightning?
Yeah.
I will do that, actually, yes. I will shift my balance.
Oh shit, here we go. Where's your balance at, Mako? Let's have a little
Don't worry about it.
Let's have a little peekaroo. Let me just have a quick look. Oh wow.
Marco's
a firebender on the edge. Let me put it that way.
I'm gonna pressure him, so I'm actually gonna do what just said, and I'm actually gonna shoot lightning up and pressure him so he can't advance an attack.
He's still going to get this advance and attack off, but next turn he can't.
Next turn?
advance and attack.
So it's I'd like to make it so it's like a spider web of lightning.
Yeah.
Like that's what it looks like, but it's not really powerful. It's just more impressive.
Yeah.
It's like lightning that's going from the ground to the sky, right? It's like the opposite of what happens in real life.
Yeah.
It's branching down and branches upwards.
I think lightning meets in the middle, doesn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. I'm gonna
So,
say,
like,
Mako, as you
halfway
become the conduit firing upwards, you become the spark for this jolt of lightning. And as it strikes through from above, crackling across his form, you watch as he seems to slow slightly. The lightning, I mean, you can't imagine he has muscles or nerves. He looks like a roiling mass of darkness. But the lightning does seem to work. You watch as his surface bubbles for a moment, and you hear this as he struggles against it. Perfect.
Guys.
Yaavu is going to make his turn. Yaavu is going to take both of his advance and attack. He's going to use his special action, Enlist. Aquila is the one he wants to enlist first. You watch as these threads strike down from above, slamming into your shoulders, your hands, your feet, binding you, Aquila. And as you feel yourself being wrapped up, you may resist this effect, however, you have to shift your balance to do so.
I'm assuming away to center as opposed to back to center.
Yeah, shift to middle, right?
No. Shift your balance away from center. In this case, for you, you would be shifting it towards
3.
action, away from forgiveness.
Wait, you're on 3?
I'll be on 3 if I
He'll be
resist.
on 3.
Join me.
Is it what?
I think
Yeah,
all
okay.
of us are on 3 now, except maybe Dove.
It's just
Okay.
Al.
Most balanced person here.
I never end up shifting my balance, to be honest.
This would be a great time to whip out one of your moments of balance if you guys had it.
We're not balanced.
Can we level up?
Yeah, did we level up? Like,
No.
not even after the dragon?
Yeah, we just
No, we didn't.
You're gone. You just, yeah, we just put you gone. Dyson. Whatever his name is. That's a level up, right?
You said that was a big boss.
Yeah. It was. Things happened
It
too
was
quickly.
dragon.
You didn't have a moment to... I mean, Rung got his special move, but I mean, you didn't really have a moment to... Don't worry. I will take care of you. I'm not a dick. Don't worry.
What do you mean didn't have a moment? We went and destroyed Chin Village again.
It was the biggest moment of the series.
That should work against you for your level up,
Exactly.
like -1 growth.
Did you
We
help
have
a
not
small
grown.
community? No, we endangered
Yes.
a small man, though.
No, we helped Kiyoshi. We helped Kiyoshi
How?
Island by removing Chin Village.
Yeah, because there's no way a radical, extremist for Chin Village will take the place of the mayor. There's no way that could be worse.
It can
There's no one
only...
else there. Who else is
no.
there?
Aquila, are you shifting your... Yeah, you are shifting
I've
your...
shifted.
Okay. As these threads reach down, you hear whispering in your mind, Aquila. You could have it all, Aquila. Once again, I can fix all your mistakes, and together we will... And you just concentrate and cut off that connection as you feel that sever. As that
I would have
happens,
given in.
as you resist
all your
the
mistakes.
as you resist
Been
the,
there, man.
as you resist the effects of Yaavu, his second attack is boiling rage.
Do it again.
No, he can't do it again. He can only do this once per turn, and it's I've added a recharge on it. He cannot just automatically do it. It needs to be a dice roll to recharge. Speaking of, Aquila, given that you were the one who resisted it, could you please roll me push your luck? I'm going to see if Yaavu recovers this this enlist. 8. That is not enough to recover. He does not get this ability back just yet.
Nice.
Because it's not the 8 that I'm looking at. It's the first dice roll. No, it's the first dice roll. It's a 50% chance because they're d6s. So if he'd rolled 4, 5, or 6 on that first dice roll with the push your luck, but he rolled a 2, so it doesn't come back. I just needed it didn't matter which dice he rolled. I just needed a d6. Alrighty. He does boiling rage. As he does so, does anyone have the angry condition marked right now?
Yes.
Anyone who has the angry condition marked, you suddenly feel this destructive urge coming over you. You must not use advance and attack next turn. Instead, you are stunned for the turn. Unless you take evade and observe. So you're either stunned or you must take evade and observe.
Okay.
Sorry, I worded that very clumsily. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
It blocks you from taking defend and maneuver or advanced attack. You must take evade and observe next turn or be stunned. Alrighty, that is Yaavu's go. Everyone, it is time to lock in your stances. your stances once again. I'll take Yugon off the board as he is dead. You dead.
Oh, really
gone.
tired.
just so that you guys know, I think this is important that you know this. Yaavu does have 15 possible fatigue that he can take. Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Archie's got his hand up. Yeah, mate.
We did like a punching one round though. So, like,
first time evade and observe user right here.
Hello.
This is a weird looking advanced attack.
Commit. I shift my balance. I can shift my balance back to center.
Yes.
Shift one back.
But then what's that next part mean? The next time
if you live up to your principle, so if you have to roll with your principle, which you very well may do, if you do... no, sorry, not roll with your principle. Live up to your principle is one of the basic moves that you can do. So if you live up to your principle, you can take an action in accordance with the values of the principle. You mark 1 fatigue to roll with that principle instead of the stat. So if you wanted to roll with action instead for something, you'd get a +2 to that. Normally you'd have to mark a fatigue to do that, but if you do the commit, you don't have to mark a fatigue.
And I get to move my back.
Yeah, you get to move your balance back towards center. Not to center, but back towards center.
Back
so
to
from
center.
No, from +3
center.
to +2. No.
Back to center.
We've been playing this for a year. You know how this works.
I've never evaded and observed before. Check the records.
Sorry guys, Mako and Aquila. Because I know some of us have changed playbooks since we started, and that's what my records are. Like, what are your values?
Action and forgiveness.
Action.
What are we both on?
You're currently towards action, are you?
Yeah, we're both on action.
Obscenities. I'm so sorry. You just missed Rung melt your mini boss with lava. I am so sorry, mate. Genuinely, most brutal finishing move from Rung that we've ever seen. He essentially just buried him in lava, sent a lava wave to engulf him, and you've just missed it. I'm so sorry. But if you jump back a little bit, you'll catch that moment. He was awesome. He dealt a fair bit of damage to the party, and then Rung just melted him in lava. I
meditated on it for 2 rounds before I did it, so I made sure it was the right decision.
There was some awesome teamwork from Shurva and Al. It was very, very nice. It was good. Alrighty, has everyone locked in their approaches?
Oh no, there's too many things to balance.
Too many things to balance.
Too many
I've
shots.
heard that before.
Okay, I've locked it in.
Nice. Everyone else locked in? I'm hitting the resolve.
Let's have to relock in.
Sweet. Everyone's there. Shurva and Al. Both of you are taking defend and maneuver. Both of you are first. Would
You
like
want to
to
go
roll
first,
with?
Shurva? I'm thinking, or do you want me to just make it up as I go along?
Happy to make it up as you go. I don't really know. I'm probably just going to use my second Protector's Burden to take a 10+. And... Divert Retaliate.
Alrighty.
Can never go wrong.
Can never go wrong. Perfect Mundo.
Never go wrong.
Nothing can possibly go wrong here.
Nothing can possibly go wrong here. Al, what would you like to do?
Okay.
I love how stressed the team are. It's fantastic. That means I've done a great job building the suspense of this battle.
And we're also like reaching out to like more than just what we usually do. We're like trying to figure out all our options and like really push the system.
They've read their character sheets tonight, everybody.
We finally learned the game, guys. We finally did it.
It's clicked. 2 years in.
Oh, mate.
Okay, so Mako and Aquila have the same playbook,
They do.
Yes.
and they're both action and forgiveness. Okay, so I should just roll first and see what I get.
Yes.
So that I get that decides everything.
Roll
That's a
with
12.
some
Absolute
focus.
success.
That's brilliant.
Now you got so many options to pick from.
I would like to.
He's got choice paralysis, everybody.
I have to use different basic or master techniques.
You do. You can't use the same one twice. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, well, I would like to. I think this is how it works.
Yeah, mate.
I would like to call somebody out.
Yes.
When you openly call on someone to live up to their principle, shift
Yeah.
your balance away from center.
Yep.
Then name and roll with their principle.
Yeah. I believe
That means I have
they.
to
I
roll
believe
with
they roll with their
-3?
principle. No, I think they roll with their principle. Because let me quickly
Okay,
pull this
so
up.
for example, if I said to Aquila, because I see he's struggling with his with Yaavu and what he's done, and I said to Aquila,
Oh yeah, it does say name and roll with
what
their
happened?
principle.
What happened is, it's in the past. We have forgiven you. You just need to forgive yourself as well, and we can beat this bastard down. So I'm trying to get him to forgive himself.
Yeah.
On a hit, they are called to act as you say. They must either do it or mark a condition. On a 7 to 9, they challenge your view of the world in turn, mark 1 fatigue, or they shift your balance as they choose.
Are
On a
you hoping
miss-
to try and shift his balance? Is that the plan, or try and
I'm trying to
inspire
shift
him?
balance to forgiveness. Yeah.
Yeah. So calling someone out doesn't.
They
It doesn't necessarily
can
shift.
demand you to act in accordance with one of your principles instead.
What was the move that we did for it?
Wait, so
Yeah.
on a 7 to 9.
Yeah, they have to
they
shift their
challenge
balance,
your view.
but you mark a fatigue. If it's on a success, they just do it. They shift the balance. So I know it says, because it doesn't specifically say that on a hit they shift the balance, but it should still be that they shift the balance. So,
So I just need to get 7 and a higher.
you just get above 7. Yeah, you just need to get above 7.
Okay. Now, what's the modifier that I add to this?
Forgiveness. So it'd be a -3.
Okay, let's do it.
7. Success with consequences.
Oh, he rolled. Thank goodness.
Aquila rolled it for you.
Oh, I got the, yeah,
Yeah, because it's easier for Aquila to roll it.
Yeah, I rolled terribly.
Oh, it's still success with consequence. Well, it's not actually, but we'll ignore that. We'll take Aquila's. We'll take Aquila's. Al, you must mark a fatigue. Aquila, you can choose at this point whether or not you want to follow the worldview.
Or I can mark a condition.
You could also do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's an option.
I move all the way back to center.
Actually, sorry, no, Al, you don't mark a fatigue. Apologies, Al, you don't mark a fatigue. You either so if Aquila, if you want to prevent this, you force Al to mark a fatigue. Otherwise, you shift your balance back towards center. So you mark it.
No.
I move
Yeah,
it back
towards
to
forgiveness.
center.
Not to center,
Okay.
What do you say
towards
to me,
center.
Aquila?
Yeah, what do you say? Let's have it going.
Oh!
What the?
You're better than Yaavu, Aquila. You're better than him. You've got this.
I think, I know I should, I know that I was brainwashed into this, this situation that we're in. I'm happy that you guys have forgiven me. I hope that I can forgive myself as well soon. But yeah.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Alrighty.
And then, sorry about that. And then my second action will then be, I haven't thought this far ahead either, will be to seize a position. That seems like an airbender thing to do here.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, will. Actually, Mako is quite fatigued, isn't he?
Marco's looking pretty fatigued.
Who's not empowered? Is there? Al, are you empowered?
I'll would like to guide and comfort.
Okay.
No, I will not. That's a +1. I'm just gonna seize a position. Yep.
Alrighty,
So I
perfect.
guess what I'm going to do is just Zuang, so spread out.
Yep.
So if an area effect thing comes, it doesn't hit all of us. And I would like to kind of circle around and try to find an opening.
As you begin sort of flying around, I mean, this, as I said, Yaavu is the size of a city. as he emerges from the skies above and is pushed down. You can see that space is sort of warping around him. The edges of where he is pushing through the clouds kind of shifting and changing. There's not really, like, you can't flank him, but as you fly between the tentacles and pull yourself up on the air currents, getting to a more advantageous position, you think you've got a good sight line on his massive central eye.
He's a cloud, is he, at the moment?
He's emerging from the clouds. He's like an enormous mass of tentacles pushing out from the clouds above.
Cool. That's my turn. Thank you.
Alrighty. Advance and attack. It is just Yaavu at this point.
Boo.
Boo.
Yeah. Mako doing one of them, right?
I did something.
Oh, yes. Apologies. You did block him from taking advance and attack. Sorry. In that case, then he will do a defender maneuver. He'll do defender maneuver as well. Apologies. That
That would have been real bad for us.
DM little fucker.
Yeah.
No, he'll do a defender maneuver. Oh yeah, he'll do one of his special ones. Yeah. You watch as Yaavu sends down tentacles that burst through into the ground. As they crack the stone and begin pushing through, you watch as the ground beneath you begins to shudder and break apart as he essentially tries to knock you a little bit off balance. Shurva, technically this would trigger your retaliate. Would you like to do so?
Yes, absolutely.
So, he marks 2 fatigue because of your protector's burden, correct?
Yes. So, let me double check. Retaliate is 1, divert is an additional 1. Yes, 2.
2 fatigue.
2 for you.
13 more to go.
2 for Yaavu.
I will mark that off right now.
I'm getting tired.
Shurva, as you were sort of knocked a little bit off balance, you are going to actually lose one of your statuses. You are going to lose the empowered status as a result of taking this hit for the team, as the tentacles writhe underneath. Hey, it would have been all of you, not just Shurva. So Shurva taking that for the team is a massive win.
Thank you.
As the ground beneath you cracks, you push the others out of the way using your whip to kind of like throw them back as the ground beneath you cracks and breaks. Our evade and observes. Rung, Mako, Aquila, could all of you please roll with creativity or harmony?
Creativity, I found me.
And get rid of a fatigue.
I get rid
Wait,
of
I get rid of
part.
fatigues as well? This is great.
Evade and observe is an awesome technique.
I should do this more often.
Yeah, like, just from this fight, I've learned that I should just do this all the time, like
One
every
more
second
session,
round.
maybe.
I tried to say.
I don't think you ever said.
I don't know why I kept
It's
advancing
written right
attack.
there, mate. Why should I have to tell you? All
I
right,
never
Damage is
scrolled
always
that far
better than-
down.
let's do Rung first. Rung, that is a 5. That is a miss. Would you like to shift your balance away from center to still do something?
I'll shift it for him.
It's his choice, not yours.
No, I'll shift mine for him.
No.
I've gotten it back to 2 after such a long time, and
Yeah.
for some reason it won't let me get it past 2, so I'm gonna stay here.
Stay there. Perfect. So you spend this turn sort of like getting back out of the way of the fracture to take you a moment to kind of pause and recenter. Alrighty.
Bit of a breath.
Aquila and Mako, you both rolled the exact same number, 11. What would you like
Damn,
to
we're
do?
good.
Have we got like
you
a
can go.
fire and water tag team attack or a...
Oh no, that's for later in bed.
That's later. I would like to commit.
Okay.
Shift your balance towards one of your principles.
Oh, can I also do that?
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
Then I'm also going to bolster and hinder myself and bolster myself. Hopefully, feeling inspired by our speech. Actually,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can bolster yourself. Of course, you can.
To me.
You can bolster yourself. You stand ready for something. Clear inspired to shift your balance toward a principle of your choice. So whenever you want to, you can clear that inspired status to move your...
I'm doing that now. Yeah.
Right. Where are you at on the... You must be almost center.
I'm at 1.
Shit, this is the closest Marco's been to balance the entire campaign.
Guys,
Aquila,
I feel
did you want to do the same thing?
Okay, so
That
yeah,
was great.
I am going to commit.
Yes.
I will also do the bolster, but
Yep.
I think I'm going to take favored status instead.
Okay, favored
I just feel
allows
like-
you... Sorry, you go.
I feel like that gives his Al's speech gave me like a bit more than I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm wanted here. Like it gives me like it's giving me like a place.
Brilliant. Alrighty. That is the end of that particular round. That has now been 3
I'm a
rounds.
spirit. If he's a spirit, what could I wish?
Oh,
Here is what
something
happens.
gets me. I knew what I was going to do this time as well.
Flare action.
You watch as underneath your feet a sudden tear opens up as more and more of these rips in the fabric of space begin to open as the spirit wilds and material plane become smashed together. As the tear opens up beneath your feet, Al, you're flying above. You watch as your friends drop down through this tear, disappearing from view. You can vaguely see through the tear. For those of you who drop through, Shurva, Mako, Rung, and Aquila, as you drop, you suddenly find yourselves tumbling head over heels into essentially a pool of warm water, what looks like a volcanic spring. And as you slam into the warm water, concussed, vaguely out of breath, winded, sort of coughing and spluttering, and pull yourselves to the surface, you see a figure standing on the edge of the hot springs looking in concern at all of you. But not a figure you recognize. Al, I need to know now for you, as your friends disappear through this rend in space, what do you do?
Does it? I can't see the bottom right.
You can see through it. You can see them sitting in a pool of water roughly 20 meters below you.
Is the gap closing?
It looks like it is.
Oh, okay, cool. will
the tears sort of open and close randomly, like almost like as they expand and contract.
Can I judge how much time I have? Ish.
You've got seconds, probably
Okay,
like
I'll
10 seconds to get through this.
He will dart. He'll make himself small. He's like a cyclist, just like making aerodynamics.
Yeah.
And ending behind him. He wanted to airbend the cloud to give Yaavu the finger, but I guess there's no time for that. So
not quite,
he's going
unfortunately.
straight down.
As you drop through, you watch as above you the rift in space, the rend in space, closes around you. The figure standing at the edge of the pool looks a little bit like a humanoid jackal. You can see that they are dressed in flowing robes, long desert fox ears. Almost, actually, I'd say probably a bit more fennec looking than a desert jackal, much more like desert fox looking. Bipedal, standing on digitigrade legs, looking down at you with a book clutched in their hands, very, very concerned as they mutter briefly as they stare down at you. Oh dear, oh my, morsels in spirit wilds. It seems like people are being pulled through from different places as we are being pulled through into the other realms. This is no good at all.
It really isn't. There's spirits in the human world, and the Yaavu is about to destroy everything.
We're back, I see.
I need to do something about this. Where did you come from?
Up there.
Where did you go?
Very, very helpful. How did you come to fall through that rift? Humans shouldn't be able to move right now. The world's colliding. It's just frozen time.
Oh,
my God.
Cut stuff.
Yeah, we got spirit things.
You watch as he sort of like leans in and sniffs Rung. Oh,
Yeah,
my,
don't do that.
you've had contact with the elemental spirits. It's you 5. You're the ones who've caused all this upheaval.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
that's very
Yaavu
accurate.
kinda
I
caused
think we're the
a lot
ones
of it.
resolving it,
We
but
tried to fix it.
I wouldn't say all
5
of us caused it.
yeah, I think just one of us caused it.
The
Your
rest of
actions-
us are fixing it.
Your intentions to fix this mistake are well placed. I have decided. I won't eject you from the spirit wilds into the depths of the fog of lost souls. I will help
good.
you. I will help you and assist you.
I don't want to go back there. Yeah,
I didn't realize that was the option you were struggling with.
I will assist you. with this. Come. We need to head to the Spirit Grove. Come, follow me. At once, we need to get you back into your world.
This is a nice warm bath. I haven't had one in so long.
You don't have time for baths. The worlds are breaking apart, smashing into one another. Quickly, come.
I splash Mako with some cold water.
Oh, with your cold water from your waterbending pouch, yeah.
You're evil.
As you get up and begin following this strange fox-like creature, that is where we're going to wrap up for tonight. However, all of you may have a level up.
Can we also clear all our fatigue? All right.
That warm bath would have cleared up a lot.
You will have a chance for a rest in the next session. Hold off on clearing the fatigue yet, but you may do your level ups. Fatigues and conditions will see what decisions you make next session.
I've been insecure all session, but
yes.
take a foolhardy action without talking to your companions.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say I did that in the combat?
I'd say you did that in the combat by immediately flying above and making yourself a target for the combustion bender. What was his name again? Sorry. Yugon.
You know what they say about airbenders? They make good firing practice.
Oh, wow. That's not funny and dark.
What would a foolhardy action even be for Shurva? Like, she constantly throws herself in danger.
Oh, that was a
save
foolhardy
Mako.
action. If you have insecure, you may remove it. Like, you taking a hit for the team definitely was foolhardy. Like,
I feel like I just do that all the time.
Did I do anything dumb? I can't remember.
Probably.
You teleported behind him. You did the whole Nani? Whatever. Shinbo. As you appeared behind him.
Mine was meant to be the warp Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z. You know,
yeah.
Warp somewhere else, yeah.
So are we doing the growth questions to see if we can level up, or are we just getting a level up?
No. I'm telling you right now, you have achieved those questions. Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm usually like one off.
No, you have all achieved them. You may well take a level
anyway.
up. Yeah.
I'm just wondering whether or not, would me just randomly teleporting off to nowhere, would that help with the insecure one? And
did you have insecure before the fight?
I had before the fight from when I took those.
Then teleporting to try and find Yaavu by yourself is definitely a foolhardy action, 100%.
Awesome.
Andrew.
And would launching a wave of lava at someone help with angry by breaking something important or lashing out to a friend?
Yeah, 100%. Perfect. However, I think you got the angry condition after that, didn't you? Because then
then I shouldn't have cast the other thing to remove the fatigue.
Yeah.
So I should take the fatigue back and leave the angry on?
Leave them both. I'm going to be a dick. Nah, take the fatigue off. Andrew, yes, quickly.
Okay, angry's back on.
Balance, I have to be in center, right?
You have to be in center.
Fuck.
You can... can we unlock it but just not use it until we're at center?
I am going to allow that. It's not how the system lets you do it, but I will allow it.
Because I don't... Yeah, I was like, if...
We'll work on it.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, we'll workshop this.
But look,
you have to be center to use your mode of balance. I'm going to reverse it. I think for Avatar Legends, you have to be at center to unlock it. I'm going to reverse it. You have to be center to use it.
That's how I always
makes more sense.
Use it?
I'm gonna switch it around. I think that makes more sense because you have to be both.
To use it and unlock it.
No, I think maybe you do. Maybe you have to be both. But I'm happy to be that you can unlock it with your level up, but you have to be center to use it. I think that's fair.
Can we talk about mine when you get a chance offline? Mine's an insta-kill, and I guess I shouldn't be able to use it on.
I'll let you know right now. Insta-kill does not work against Yaavu, but it will. It will do something definitely. If you wanted to take that as your moment of balance, it will definitely do something important.
Mine sets the world right, so I'm not sure.
No more righting all your wrongs.
Yeah, all moments of balance that they've seen in insta-kill, they all say something like, you put your life on the line. Like, mine is you put your own life on the line to defeat a villain or danger that seems unstoppable. Like,
yeah,
they're all like insta-kill.
We're gonna have your moments of balance as you unlock them. They will have a really important.
To my new empire.
They will have an important thing they do. What I might do is I might let it be that when you use your moment of balance, you essentially can use it as a reaction to one of Yaavu's legendary actions, and in addition, you can also then inflict a condition upon him. How does that sound? Do you reckon that's fair for the moment of balance? So you can block a legendary action. He then cannot use that legendary action again for the fight. It's gone. It's locked
Sounds
off.
good.
He can never use it again.
Can we get a
That
list of
sounds-
those legendary actions?
Yeah, how
No.
many?
You will. I will
legendary
tell
How many
you.
do we
I will
have?
tell you when
How
they
many of
happen.
us? How many of us do need to have
I will.
this?
I will be nice and I will say there are. So there's 3 combat approaches. He has a legendary action for each and an addition.
Okay.
So 4.
Oh.
I can maths.
There's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Max.
I've unlocked
So-
mine because I'm so close to center.
Yeah, how do we
Yeah, I'm
get
doing
to
that.
center?
Yeah, that's the question.
You do the thing. Commit.
I'm doing it. I'm doing.
I've been doing commit a lot and
We-
have no
Commit.
creativity. So
We
it's
will
not-
finish-
We do it by
Shurva? Remember, I can help you.
like
with
doing an
center.
action that is to your value.
Yeah. Do an action that meets your values, as Dave says. Absolutely. Yeah. Do something that enables forgiveness or encourages forgiveness.
Oh
It's
shit! Does
forgiveness.
that mean we technically should have moved our balance
When you
before?
went to go and
When we-
fucking
when we
make that
went to
guy,
Chin
I was
Village and
tempted.
put
I
it-
was tempted to actually force you both to move away from forgiveness, but I didn't. Only
feel
because I
like-
knew that I would send you both off the edge and knock you out for the fight because you were both on +3 at that point.
I feel like I'm at the
on
wrong side of my balance these days. I feel like mine should definitely be a lot closer to trust than self-reliance, but that's just
I
the
would-
way I always end up sending it.
Yeah, sending it towards self-reliance. Yeah, look, I would agree that probably you're playing it much more towards trust, but yeah, look, hey, we'll finish off our level ups in the break between the session, and next session we will be back to go through any of the extra things. From all of us here tonight, that is all. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been lovely having you along for the journey. We are going to go and raid one of our other lovely, friendly channels. Looks like it's going to be Crit and a Miss tonight. They've only got 8 people watching them. Let's go boost those numbers, hey? Everyone, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps us out. Remember, if you've got any good ideas for the channel membership, send them through Discord or just in the comments. I'd love to know what you think would be a really cool addition that you think is worth it. Keep me posted. Let me know what you think those are. But from all of us here tonight... What was that? Sorry, Archie?
Andrew's OnlyFans.
Andrew's OnlyFans. For all of us here tonight, thank you so
I'll
much.
start
Stay
one just for
safe.
you guys.
Stay well. I'm ignoring that. And see you all next time. Farewell!
Bye.
Bye!